Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Bethany. Due to the recent reproduction of the Shakespearean play Hamlet, we have decided to welcome several actors in character from the play on tonight's show. In this play, we see Hamlet as the main character. His father dies. His uncle, who by the way kills Hamlet's father, marries Hamlet's mother within 2 months. Hamlet sees his father's ghost, who prompts him to seek revenge. Hamlet then proceeds to pretend to be mad. Hamlet has to work through his depression, the betrayal of his friend's mother, and his overbearing stepfather. He kills his stepfather's advisor, Polonius, and the advisor's daughter, Ophelia, then goes mad and commits suicide. Polonius' son, Laertes, wants to seek revenge and works with the king, hatching an elaborate plan to murder Hamlet. The plan goes wrong and leads to a mass murder. Now, to start off this interview, we welcome King Claudius. Welcome, King Claudius. Hello. Hello, how are you today? Good, how are you? I'm great, thank you. Now, to jump right in, how are your feelings about your brother's death?
Well, it's tragic, of course. We have mourned for him. However, time goes on, people move on, it's time to get a move on and get on with life.
True. And, people have been saying around the kingdom about your very quick marriage to your wife, Gertrude.
Yes, well, it was time for us to move on, as I said. Gertrude was alone. The kingdom needed a new crown. Hamlet, of course, was next in line, but he does lack maturity. He needs to grow up a little bit more before I think he can take on that role.
Right.
So marrying Gertrude was really the best thing to do for all parties involved.
Right.
It was highly advised by all of my advisors, so it worked quite well. And of course, Gertrude and I care for each other very much.
I can tell. You seem very fond of her.
Yes.
So, Hamlet, how is he taking all this?
Well, he was hit pretty hard about his father's death, understandably, but he seems to be lingering on it a little bit more than he really should.
Well, it's kind of hard. I mean, his father did die like near 2 months ago.
Yes, but time goes on. He has a new dad now. So he's having a little trouble accepting that, but he'll get over it.
As all do. Well, thank you, King Claudius, for starting off this interview, and we hope to have you back.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. And now we have young Hamlet. Welcome, Hamlet.
Hello.
Hello, Hamlet. How are you doing today?
My father just died. You're gonna ask me that question?
I'm sorry to ask it. Moving on. So, how do you feel about your father marrying your mother?
Stepfather. You've got my mom, who is beautiful and is like the best queen that you could ever have. And you got my father, who was just heroic and strong. They were the power couple. And then my father died, and I'm pretty sure I know how it happened. And my stepfather, my uncle, comes in and steals my mom. She's almost, I think my mom is totally, like, blinded by this. And now it's just complete wreck.
So, well then, that's a lot of emotion.
Yeah.
So, don't you think the marriage between your stepfather and mother a bit, quick?
It was very quick. Like, animals mourn for their mate longer than what she did. And I want to ask my stepfather if he used his shoes from the funeral for his wedding. So, we all know that my mom, everyone hung off of her. My father loved her so much. And then, all of a sudden, he just got this stepfather who is just, I don't even know if he could care for her. But, whatever.
Okay, well,
yeah.
How about you go off stage and calm yourself, and we'll bring you back a bit later.
Okay, if that's what you want.
Okay. Thank you, Hamlet. And next we welcome a player from the traveling band of actors, Player Bob. Welcome, Player Bob. How are you today?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I am great. So, I've heard you've done a play for the King and Queen. So, and Hamlet was the one to tell you what to do. So, how was that?
It was a little difficult. Now, I understand that this is a play that he's come up with and he wants it done his way, but he went over how I needed to act in great detail, which was a little annoying because I have been acting for quite a long time. And he goes over now, be sad, but not too sad, and be happy, but not too happy, and it was just like, okay, really? I can't act now? Okay, fine. But he is mad, so gotta give him that. You can't take him for what he says all the time, but it was still annoying and a little frustrating. And
I'm sure because you have a lot of years under your belt. I heard that you're doing another play, Julius Caesar. Am I correct?
Yep.
Well, I hope that the Julius Caesar goes better than this one did.
Me too.
Well, good luck and thank you for coming on to the show.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Thanks for having me.
Good luck. And now, up next, we have Queen Gertrude. Welcome, Queen Gertrude.
Thank you.
How are you today?
I'm doing splendid, thank you.
Well, that's great. So, how has Hamlet been?
Well, you know what? I don't think Hamlet's taking it too well. Obviously, everyone can see he's going a little crazy. And I feel so sorry for him. Like, as a mother, like, what to do? And I think it's just him, over time, his mental state will slowly go away. And I just think he needs to understand the approach that I'm taking it.
Right.
So I'm trying to be there for him and
Trying to be a mother.
Yes, trying to be a mother, as any mother would want. I know some of you would understand. But, you know, I think he needs to respect my choices. So that means, like, who I want to be with, which is Claudius, which is just so amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I just think he needs to move on. That's all I can say.
My dear Queen, with all due respect,
Why were you behind the curtain?
I have found the cause for Hamlet's madness.
Okay, well, you can share with us.
You see, my daughter Ophelia is the most beautiful creature. The sun rises and sets upon her lovely face. Anyways, so Hamlet was madly in love with Ophelia, and he kept giving her gifts and tokens and letters and poems and so on and thereforth. And, no, I think...
She is a very lovely daughter, by the way.
Thank you. I think that Hamlet is a nice young man and everything, but he is a teenage boy, and Ophelia is a teenage girl and rather naive. So, of course, the caring, loving father that I am, I told Ophelia that she should reject his gifts and his loves, as boys are rather one-track minded. So, Hamlet, the poor dear, has gone stark raving mad because Ophelia has rejected him. So,
That could be the case. I mean, I'm not for sure.
So, to prove that this is the case, I shall hide behind the curtain. They shall not see. I shall put Ophelia and Hamlet in the same room and observe their interactions. And therefore...
Just like what you just did now?
Of course.
Okay.
Therefore, we shall see if this is the cause for Hamlet's madness.
Okay. Well, it seemed to work here, so let's go talk with my husband about how this whole plan thing will come about. Sounds good?
As you wish.
Awesome.
Okay. Well then, okay then. And next, we have Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. Welcome, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. How are you two today?
Good. Good. Yeah.
That's great. So, I heard you guys are the King's reporters, so what's it like being them?
Well, you know what? Personally, it just makes me feel so happy. I get to help other people, and I get to go talk to just random people that the king tells me to. So, you know what? I get around and I get to talk to anyone and everyone.
I love it. Pay's great.
I would assume so, working for the king. So, what are your current duties as the reporters?
Our current duty right now, hot topic, is to go and talk to Hamlet, see where he's at, see what he thinks, and, you know, tell
Check
it back
up
to the
on him?
king. Yeah, well, and checking up on him, too, definitely. Like,
See, we're just talking to him and trying to figure out why he is mad. Because he is very clearly mad.
yes.
Now, that being
Obviously,
said,
yes.
he does use a little reasoning. He says he's only mad north-northwest. So, part of the time.
Right.
So, part of the time, he seems like a perfectly sane person, and then other times, like talking to Polonius, he'll be, you think that he's completely mad, but then you catch something, and he's insulting old men. And Polonius
Yes.
is old.
Wow.
And it's like, okay, you're clearly thinking about what you're saying.
Right.
Like, maybe not with a lot of thought, but there is some reason to that.
Right.
So, we're just trying to see what caused him to go mad and telling the king what he says and
Maybe stopping him from doing crazy things. It's, you know, we're
helping
just...
ourselves, helping
helping
Hamlet,
ourselves.
So it's
helping the king,
win-win
our bank
situation?
account.
Exactly.
Win,
Like,
win, win,
win-win.
win situation. That's terrific.
It's all good.
Right. Well, thank you guys for joining me here today. I appreciate it.
problem.
So
If you ever need any help, too, like, just come talk to us.
don't
like,
worry. I'll let you guys know. Well,
Yep.
Little petty.
I'll
but
let you guys go and go back to helping Hamlet.
Yeah, yeah, because I gotta go speak to him now.
Right. Okay. Goodbye.
Speaking to.
And now we welcome back young Hamlet. Welcome back, Hamlet.
I can flip it up.
So you calm down?
I think so.
Okay. Well, so the play, I've heard it was quite interesting.
Well, obviously, the play got the reaction that I wanted. Perfectly. My dad, he called it lights, I need lights, and I was like, yes, I got.
The reaction you wanted?
Yes, it was perfect. And I know now what I need to do. So, and now I know the ghost that was talking to me at the start, I know for sure that was my father. So, I went to my mom right away because, you know, I love my mom and I want her to stop this gross thing. I want her to not be sleeping with him.
right.
That's just, ugh.
Right.
And now that I have the proof, I went to her and I told her about, like, what happened, and I was just furious. And she didn't, I don't even know if she believed me. So as I was talking with her, I heard noise from behind the curtain, and I was like, that's my father. He's trying to listen in on what I'm saying. So I went right in and stabbed him, and I got him, and, you know, get all in and ready, and it was Polonius. So I kind of feel bad, but, you know, it's a lot quieter in the kingdom. We're good. So, yeah.
Right. So, Hamlet, I heard your stepfather is planning to send you away to England.
Yes. My stepfather is sending me away because he knows that I know that he killed my father. I'm right. I was always right. So, he knows I'm going away, and I'm prepping myself for it because I'm going to get my revenge. I'm going to come back, and it's going to be it.
So, I heard that people are saying you're mad. Do you think so, or
No,
you're not?
no. See, I am just pretending I'm mad. No, I'm mad.
You're mad, or you...
No. Sorry, I'm not mad. Everyone knows I'm not mad. I didn't say anything. Like, come on, really?
Okay.
No, I'm not
Well,
mad.
thank you, Hamlet, once again for gracing us with your presence.
I'm not mad.
Okay, and we thank you for joining us, and
Yeah.
hope you go along and prove you're not mad.
Yeah, I'm not mad, but
Thank you.
watch your back.
Thank you, Hamlets. And now, returning to us is King Claudius. Welcome, King Claudius. Welcome back.
Thanks for having me again.
Well, thank you for joining us once more. So, I've heard that Polonius has recently passed on. How did you take the news?
he was one of my advisors, and he was faithful and loyal, so we're going to miss him. And not only his death, but how it happened. That's the very worrisome part. Hamlet's mental state is deteriorating rapidly. We can't have him around us anymore. I've sent him away. Unfortunately, that didn't work out very well. He came back.
Right.
And he seems to be aware of my guilt.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure that Hamlet is aware of that now. So he's quite a danger to me.
Yes.
And not only is he a danger to me, but his mental state endangers everyone around him. So we gotta get rid of him.
But you tried sending them away, so can you think of any other way to get rid of him?
Well, the one good thing about Polonius' death is it kind of caused a domino effect. So, Polonius died.
Mm-hmm.
Ophelia went completely nuts and either drowned or committed suicide. She died too. And that was kind of caused by Polonius' death, combined with a little bit of lack of love life. That's another story. So Laertes, Polonius' son, came back, and he's got a temper, let me tell you. And I thought I was going to get murdered, because he thought that I killed his father. He didn't.
Well,
I didn't. Thank goodness. So I told him who did it, Hamlet. Mm-hmm. And therefore, we have worked up a plan to dispose of him.
Right.
This plan is lethal.
Well, thank you for joining us.
No problem. Thank you.
No problem. Good day. So, the master plan, not so terrific. Queen Gertrude drinks the poison. Hamlet is stabbed with the poisoned sword. Laertes is also stabbed. Hamlet then forces Claudius to drink the poison after being stabbed himself. Fortinbras and Hamlet's best friend Horatio are the only ones left alive. Oh, remember Rosencrantz and Guildenstern? They're both dead too. Hamlet arranged for their deaths a while ago. Cheerful ending, right? Anyway, thanks for watching, but tune in next week for another episode of the show. So Hamlet, do you think your mother's marriage to your stepfather a little rough?
Animals mourn for their mates longer than my mom. Like, honestly, I just don't get it. The funeral shoes were not worn out. It was...
Bethany, that was so good!
What? I don't...
It was so good! And you lost it!
Oh.
Claudius. Welcome, Claudius. Return to us. Stop laughing, please, King Claudius. Well, I'm very sorry. This show's a joke, you know. But thank you. I tried.
Can I stop that?
Yeah, stop it.
Well, welcome back, Hamlet. Come, Hamlet. Come, Hamlet.